Hello, Core 3 Beauties. This is Marcos, and this is our week 8 to 9 recap briefing video for our Collab Design for Literacy class at Parsons. And I am so excited to report and to show you a preview of our baby board books, which have arrived in my office, printed, shining, and beautiful. And I can't wait to share them with you in real life. You guys will be coming to my class on Thursday for a photo shoot critique and to check these out. And I'm just so proud of the work you guys did. Look at them. They are amazing. This is just the outside, but they're not just a beautiful on the outside, but they're beautiful on the inside too. So I can't wait for you guys to come. So remember, we're having our critique this coming Thursday night at my office. And and if we can see here on the schedule, we are going to be leaving part 3, the design development presentation, which you guys gave last Thursday. They were all amazing and great, and different people are at different levels. So make sure you are keeping pace. If you fell behind or if you missed this class, for sure, reach out to me to arrange a review on Zoom so you can keep up. But plan this coming week to come to my office in Dumbo on J Street, 20 J Street, and meet here to both get your photo taken and to have a special review session with Dirt member Demi, who is been part of my class for many, many years, and she's just an excellent reviewer. She's not a designer, which makes it even better. She's an educator, a child educator, and she's going to have lots of great feedback for you guys. So make sure you're ready for that by having your next presentation prepared. And let's just kind of dive into that. So basically what you need to do is this is going to be a continuation. It's the design development presentation, the third presentation. And what you're doing is you're building on part 2. And the first thing to consider now is your text. Edit your text further if needed, or complete it, finalize it, and make sure it's in the layout now, and that you're adjusting it as needed, moving it around, shifting it, responding to your layouts, and responding to feedback from others, like share with others, read it out loud. And then if needed, revise your storyboard, that just to keep that up. But most importantly, I want you to continue to create your illustrations and your layout. So right now you should have a few done, and you should have the cover kind of figured out, or maybe you're waiting to the end. But I want you to be like now on overdrive mode, go full speed, and begin to develop your illustrations further, getting your technique down and applying it. And I want you to design at least 4 to 5 new spreads to add to what you had, so that you're 3/4 of the way done. Maybe it would be a good goal. And to do that purposefully and make them as great as possible and make changes as you need. But stay focused. This is an important key week that you need to put your head down. Spring break is over now. It's time to focus and be disciplined and get into your work. It's super important. You just saw your printed books on the screen. This is going to be printed too. And this is something you're going to need to make sure that you have your best foot forward, and that you put your full heart and mind into this. So update your presentation and be ready, like I said, to be in class, or not in class, to be in my office on Thursday to present this to Demi and to me as well. I'm going to be running around. Maybe I'll be taking the pictures, but I'm going to try to get in on it. But if you really want to make sure I do look at it, do pull me aside and make sure I look at it. Okay, so this is just a view of where you should be at this point while you're developing your next project, that you have your full presentation going, your thumbnails, your story, your explorations on your illustration, your first rounds of layouts. But now you should take those further and continue to build on them, creating 3 or 4 or 5 more spreads, so that you're passing the halfway point, because you're going to have 1 week left after this. So you should be 3/4 of the way done, getting your illustrations, your typography, everything fine-tuned, and making it look as good as possible, so that you can just carry through with the technique you developed, with the design vision you have on all your spreads. Remember, a reminder now, the fixed elements, you're going to have like full range of design, what you want to do, but you do have to keep in mind that the Dirt logo in a white box is going to be in the right corner here, and that the UPC is now not only going to be on the center for blurb, but I'm looking now into doing Amazon, and they put their UPC codes here on the right side near the spine, so near the same level. So just try to avoid putting anything key here. Like right here doesn't matter, right? It's designed well, so it doesn't matter. So think about that. And of course, think about what's on your back. Like that's a good preview spot so that you have something on your back that you are able to like showcase a little bit of a hint. Like if this is the back of your book, then we know that's about Goldilocks and her confronting the three different kinds of porridges, hot, cold, and just right. All right. And then remember the inside cover. And then page 1 is a dirt page. It's just our watermark page with the credit on the bottom with your name on it. And then page 2 and 3 is the first spread, but it's not your spread. It's our spread, and it's going to have your picture and your information here on this second paragraph. And in the second paragraph, we're going to shoot your pictures on Thursday, and it's going to be here, a nice black and white of each of you. Make sure you do not miss class Thursday. If you miss class, you miss the photo shoot. I'm going to be, I mean, if you get sick, of course, but do all you can to get here because I want to have portraits of everybody, and you want them too. And then remember here that we're going to have a little review of what your book is about, or an overview, I should say, and talking about what the concept of your design is and what the moral of the story is or what it's about, but also a little biography about you, your name, and where you're from. So make sure you put that in, like where you're from, like the city you're from, like, and try to avoid saying New York is cool. You can be from New York if you want, or if you are, but give me your homeland. Give me some like new, exciting small city in some other land. That would be perfect. But wherever you're from, put that, of course. So remember that. And then the back, the very last page is going to be more books from Dirt. So don't mess with that. And then remember the bleed. Remember, you got to have extra on the edges so that if your pictures go off, if you get close to the edge, then make sure you're adding that extra all the way around, extra border. And also these little red lines in here, like try not to put things too close to the gutter, particularly so they don't get swallowed up, because the gutter, the book, it opens up, but it doesn't open up all the way. Like it kind of swallows up a lot of it. So just make sure you're not putting like the text here. Like if it gets too close, it'll start getting lost. So this is good because it's not too close to the edge, but you got to keep that in mind. And also just make sure that you don't have anything on the center that's going to be, like, if I can find an example, that's going to get cut off. And there's nothing in the center here because she was worried about that, so she didn't do it. So just keep that in mind, the gutter, the edges, and use this bleed so that you're able to, and it's in the template, like this is the template pages, it's all in here. And remember that your first spread is going to be your title spread, not the first part of your story, but introduce the book again, use the title, your author's name, your credits, and even if it's similar to the cover, make sure you start it off with a good cover page. And there's the back. Okay, so all this is on Canvas with this example image, and also on Canvas there's links to the storybook. Well, first there's links to the next assignment on the Google Drive, so make sure you have that up there ready for Thursday night at my office. And then there's also in the class resources folder, which I added last week, there's a folder called Children's Storybook Archive, and in that is a folder full of PDFs of past Dirt books that are simply the PDFs that you can look at and reference to in terms of design style or the way they illustrated or just for inspiration. So utilize that. And that's also a link on the Canvas page that you can get to it. And then also there's a link on the Canvas page to go these page through animations I've been showing you in class. They are from the Dirt store on Blurb. So here there's a link. It's Dirt Book Blurb at dirtbook.com, something like that. But in the on this page, you can scroll through and click on a book, and you can open up the book's full page and scroll through them. So there's a bunch of them there. So check that out also so you can get more reference. Okay, so remember, you're coming to my office Thursday, and the key to this is that you're going to come to get your photo taken. We're going to take your photos of both you as a portrait, like so you can be in your book, but also promotion photos with you in your book. Your baby board books are going to be real, so you're going to have that in hand, but your storybooks aren't going to be printed yet. So as you can see here in the center middle, you see these kids with white books. We're going to have a white book, and then what we'll do is we'll Photoshop in your finished design once it's done. Also, we're going to be taking some promo pictures with a dirt bag. So make sure that you come dressed, looking cool, be yourself. Don't rent a tuxedo or whatever. You just come and try to just keep. It doesn't have to be neutral colors, but avoid graphics or big distracting things on your shirt. Just make sure that you look your coolest, but don't have your outfit get in the way of showing your book, and or of yourself, of course. And you know, and you guys all look cool, so I have no problem. I have no lack of confidence you guys are gonna make this look cool. So the other side of the photo shoot, there'll be one room next to my office, which is the photo shoot, and then my office is right next door, which is tiny. But we're going to have reviews with Demi. She is down here, of your storybook. I know she's looking at a baby board book, but it's about presenting your storybook on the screen, just like you do in class, except with her. And I'll be in and out, checking that out, between the photo shoot and the review session. So be ready for that. It'll be exciting and fun, and just looking forward to it. So keep focused on your storybook. Work on that as much as you can. This is a critical week. Next week is the last week to work on it. So you got kind of 2 weeks if you're worried, but 2 weeks is a lot of time, but it can go away really fast. So stay focused. Remember, this is a big project for you. And remember, you also have demonstrated how incredible you guys are. Like, you are accomplished designers. You've all created a professional level baby board book that's highly effective and, most importantly, beautiful. And that means that you guys have it in you to do many things outside of even this assignment. So use that strength and create the best you can with this book. And then, of course, share with me if you need over the week. And I'm always open to give feedback. But most importantly, put your head down and work hard. So I will see you guys next week. And at my office, I will send an email to the location. And it's on the F train. It's simple. And I'll see you guys then. All right. Take care, everybody.